What's up, Wolfgang fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing my journey of That'll Teach 'em with the lads and ladies, the youngins. What adventures are going to be happening on this week's episode? As per last week, that McCready was in some hot water, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the heck is going to be happening right now. So strap into your seats, but before, actually, wait, hold that, run that back real quick, hold up. Go get your snacks, ladies and gentlemen, because snacks is not included, damn it. You got to bring your own fancy a couple, go make a sandwich, whatever you need to come kick it with me. Hopefully you have a good time, a good laugh alongside me. So always, let's get this journey started. This is episode 4, man. These episodes going like hotcakes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
It's the third week in the 1950 school, and the pressure's mounting.
Good.
Come on, girls, up you get, please.
Good afternoon.
In a few days, the kids will be tackling mock O-level exams.
Oh dear.
And staging a public display in front of their parents and a visiting bigwig.
Another hot day.
It's the hottest summer on record, and the kids have been enduring 1950s washing facilities. Deprived of deodorants and daily showers, the stench is rising.
It's horrible. I can't believe they give us such horrible soap. And then we don't get to have showers or anything either. And so it's always stinking, and you have to use your flannel to wipe your armpits, and it's horrible.
In here, the wash is restricted to the cold tap under the sink, which you've just got to throw over yourself as much as you can and as quickly as you can.
And 1950s boarders didn't enjoy freshly laundered clothes every day.
I've worn this for about 3 days on the run now. And this is my Queenish shirt, and this is still dirty from yesterday. So I've had to damp that down a bit.
I feel that they're not washing underneath their armpits every morning as they should do. And we're all in such close proximity that it becomes a little bit horrid at times.
Stand by beds, please.
Armpit inspector, what the heck?
Yeah, I told you.
Hey, she must smell mad bad.
Why do you smell so?
It's very hot, matron.
Well, I don't smell like that. You smell bad in particular, really bad.
I know.
You smell rather sweet.
Why, thank you.
Why?
Because I use Imperial leather.
Imperial leather?
Imperial leather.
Imperial leather what?
Talcum powder to keep my armpits dry.
Why are they using this? Where is it?
It's in the CCF room.
Right, you can go and get it, please, because that is only for Sunday night showers.
No?
Yes.
Till next week, man. Come on.
The sanitary conditions makes it hard for the girls to cope with their periods.
Being in here makes every single feeling feel 10 times as worse. And so if you're in the real world and you get a back pain, okay, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as it hurts now. Because everything is, not illuminated, but just made about 15 million times bigger.
Hi, I'm Seraphina Evans. I live in Dulwich with my mum, my dad, and my sister. I may be sweet 16, but I'm not your typical teenager.
I love her enthusiasm, her kind of passion, when she gets excited about something. For a moment, there's just sheer exuberance, and she may sing at the top of her voice or dance or something. She's very, very expressive and passionate.
I'm not too sure why I love art so much. Something clicks when I walk into a gallery. I seem to be completely calm, and like music, it's an escapism. I can look at a painting and complete an utter silence and just imagine anything I want.
Oh.
I think art is the most amazing thing in the world.
Seraphina, I know you've been having a problem. And I've managed to find something I know will cheer you up. Close your eyes. Put your arm out.
Oh, I love you. Oh, thank you so much. Go on, someone.
to see somebody so incredibly happy for a tin of talcum powder. I mean, it's made my day, probably. Not that I'd like anyone to know that.
We know now.
School will stand.
The kids have endured awful food, 1950s lessons, and the headmaster's wrath. They've learned to be grateful for small mercies.
Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, the headmaster is unwell this morning, so I will take assembly.
Seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the fabled lightning of his terror was restored. His truth is marching on.
In post-war grammar schools, moral education was almost as important as academic rigour. The staff suspect that some kids might be tempted to cheat in their mock O-levels. So Deputy Head Mr. Perry has decided to give them a talking to.
I need to say a general word about honesty and deceit, because those are the words that I have to use, particularly deceit. Not a nice word to use about children. Deceitful children. That is very, very strong language. It is one of the lessons you must learn when you are young. Otherwise, it will lead to much greater problems later in life. Not only problems for you, but problems for society generally.
Pep talks on moral fibre have little impact on rebel without a cause, Joe McCready. He's been summoned to the headmaster's office yet again.
Come and stand in front of that table, your back to the table, please, thank you. Last week, your behaviour had reached a point where it was necessary to put you in isolation for a complete day. It appears that it hasn't worked. This weekend has, quite frankly, been very poor. Spitting, swearing, speaking out of turn, being disrespectful to staff, particularly matron. Your behaviour has now become a major concern.
From the moment he arrived, McCready's been in trouble. He was punished with cold showers, regular detentions, and the headmaster's ultimate deterrent. But his behaviour got worse, not better. He even damaged school property.
I'm personally offended, and our relationship has suffered, which it never had to.
I want to remind you that King's School is a selective school. Here we have standards, excellent standards of work and behaviour. You have failed to maintain those standards. You are expelled from King's School forthwith.
What? Why?
Mr. Rockwell?
Damn.
Please leave.
Today's schools bend over backwards to accommodate disruptive children. But in 1950s grammar schools, it was a case of toe the line or get out.
You got everything? Okay, let's go.
Well, I suppose the final event was the staff meeting last night when it became apparent that over the weekend he had singularly managed to upset 5 staff who were now finding that they were putting more time into dealing with his behaviour than to actually leading the group that they were trying to lead.
You know, when I first heard him say it, I thought, I didn't believe it was true. I thought, you know, I could kind of get out of it.
On this occasion, it was decided that the group was more important than the single boy.
I feel like I've been picked on by certain members of staff, and that won't make me learn anything. That'll just make me feel bitter towards them and, you know, feel a bit pissed off about the whole experience, to be honest.
He was acting out. I know they can't use the cane, but would that have made a difference?
1950s French lessons were a million miles from those of today. O-level pupils learned how to reel off 8 different tenses, including the pluperfect, subjunctive, and conditional.
Now, you should know these at this stage. I have to say, it's basic stuff. Then we come to the imparfait, the imperfect tense. The imperfect tense, you will see, translates used to, state in the past, repeated action.
It's clearly something of a shock.
Can I just clear this up with you?
GCSE students are only required to learn a smattering of past and future tenses.
What seems to be the
tense being a problem.
Je veux, tu veux, il veut, nous voulons, vous voulez, ils veulent. Could I avoir, please?
Okay.
State schoolboy Simon Waller is predicted an A at French GCSE.
Okay, which column am I taking the ending out of?
What are you doing? The present tense of avoir. These are regular presents.
So what am I doing?
You're conjugating it.
Conjugating it?
The present tense of avoir.
Avoir. Present tense of avoir.
I have, you have, he has, she has, we have, you have, they have. That's English, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Avoir is one of the first French verbs pupils learn.
I don't know it.
And say that.
I don't know it, sir.
You've just done an exam and you don't know the present tense of avoir. Apart from that, it's written on the board somewhere.
Yes, I know that.
Right, would you turn to the next clean page? And I want you to put a heading, dictée. I'll write it on the board.
In the 1950s, the onus was on written French, and one way of testing this was dictate.
Monsieur Gavel s'arrêta, virgule.
The pupils must write down word for word the French that Mr. Ward is reading, and marks will be deducted for every tiny mistake.
Nous démolissons.
It's like they're talking twice over each other.
À l'homme sa boîte d'allumettes.
But in GCSE, the emphasis is on verbal rather than written communication.
Allumettes. Point.
There's no written exam in GCSE. You just have courseworks, 2 courseworks that you write at home, which people use the internet for translation and get help of French-speaking people.
I've realised since I came here how much of a DOS GCSE French was.
I kind of know how to conjugate avoir. If I kind of have a textbook beside me, I can do it.
If I was to take an O-level now, I'd have absolutely no chance. I don't know any of the verb tenses and conjugations and all those weird things. I don't have a clue with any of it.
Coming here and being told you should know this, this and this, and if you don't, you're stupid and you should be in the bottom set, when I've been in the top set for the past 3 or more years, it's kind of confusing.
When I looked around the class, there were about a dozen heads that buried themselves into their arms. They did not want to be asked to conjugate the present tense of the verb avoir. And if these students have been predicted an A or a B grade at GCSE, then there's something wrong with the system.
And he went and just looked
He just pulled a face.
He just pulled such a stupid
The pupils
face.
are worried by McCready's absence.
Yeah, but Danny, you didn't know this was
But
going to happen.
what happened this
You did so
morning? What happened
foresight,
this morning when he got up? Was he there? Was he not there? What?
Was he there at breakfast?
Yes.
You'll see
He
him
wasn't
again.
at breakfast.
right?
He was. Yeah, he
This is
was,
not
because we
where
were
he
sitting on the
was.
bed with him, weren't we? Do you remember?
Harriet Rykenco
With the cameras
seems
around
particularly
all the time.
concerned. Despite his rough edges, Harriet developed a soft spot for McCready.
I can say, yeah,
She
you know,
tried
try and
to
keep
steer
your
him
mouth
clear
shut,
of
but
trouble.
he's just...
Yeah, go and say sorry before he...
I got nothing to apologise for.
He is so misunderstood. And I think if the teachers give him respect, I'm sure Joe will give the teachers respect. So the teachers need to learn it's a two-way thing.
Gotta earn it.
The school has been summoned for a special announcement.
Right, remain standing, please. This will be short and pithy. King's School is a selective school. We have high standards of academic work and very high expectations of behaviour. During your time here, most of you have actually erred or strayed once, perhaps twice with different things. I think you have learned your lessons. persistent and repetitive bad behaviour cannot be tolerated. MacReady has been expelled. Thank you.
Harriet Rykens doesn't know whether to cry or laugh.
A little bit of both, but look at she laughing more, man. That's cold, bro. All right, now she might be crying.
You're right, Hattie. Are you ready?
Don't give a shit anymore. Just don't give a shit.
No, you've got 12 days left.
Yeah,
and
12 days,
you're meant to be the strongest out of all of us.
Yeah.
You have been so far, so.
What's that?
I'm not going to cry.
I refuse to cry. There's no point in crying.
First of all, I've marked the dictations that you did Saturday.
Marking standards in the 1950s were extremely
So
tough.
as in the O-level, the dictates are marked at 20, and it's 1 off for each mistake. You're allowed 20 mistakes, in other words, if you want to score, half off for accents and punctuation marks. So that's how they do it in the exam.
Only 3 pupils passed,
Although
and another 6
scored on
managed
the
to get
dictate.
on the scoreboard.
The rest of you, I repudiate. You've scored no marks. In fact, had there been minus, 1 or 2 of you would have got more than minus 20.
Damn!
Public schoolboy Harry Elgood predicted A
If there's
star
some
for
European
French
languages I'm not aware
GCSE.
of,
He's
because
one of
some this is
19
some language-
pupils
I
who scored
know most
nul
of the
points.
European languages. What's this language here?
That's a mix of
What's it say?
Solway.
Salaway. Oh, so it's sort of partly Latin.
Yeah.
Yes, well, this was a French test, and it's not a French word.
As I look through, you notice how precise exactly you have to be, adding every R, adding every accent, these tiny little details that you wouldn't normally notice.
You can pass GCSE with a grade C with very, very rudimentary written skills. Whereas in the 50s, if you wanted to pass O-level, your written skills had to be very good indeed, even to get a grade C.
The pupils are enjoying a traditional 1950s tea. Unbeknown to him, Nick Hall is in a jam.
Right, you stand, please. For what we have received, may the Lord make us truly thankful. Amen. Now, Mr. Perry would like to address the school.
Particularly the boys.
Oh,
This
man.
morning, some items were found in our dormitory area in a place which cannot be attributed to a specific pupil. At 4 o'clock, I expect that person or persons in my office, upstairs, without fail.
Making it obvious.
Nick Hall's the undisputed king of contraband. From the moment he arrived, he set about hiding his stash, not all of it successfully.
Oh! Get to my office.
Also, I've got a cake under there, but I didn't realise that. I genuinely
Get the
forgot about
cake.
that.
Get to the office.
But no one found his biscuit tin hidden in the fireplace. He later moved it to the laundry room and has been stuffing chocolate biscuits ever since.
Obviously, it's too much.
There's only one way to find out if Hall's biscuit tin has been discovered.
It was at the bottom before.
There's nothing there.
He got moved. Nothing there.
No, he's got it then.
So they found it.
That's up.
No, it's just a raffle.
Thanks for the sweets, lads.
Or you just have to like just fall out. I want to go and tell him now.
Get him done, Chris.
But before facing Mr. Perry, the boys must tackle mock O-levels in English, maths, and history.
Have pens poised, brains in gear. Don't forget to write your name, like Mr. Elgood has, on the top right-hand corner.
I've done that.
Okay, complete silence. Start now.
The mocks will measure the pupils' progress before they sit 1950s O-level papers next week.
Don't, whatever you do, look at the person next to you. Okay?
Mr. Perry's lecture about honesty seems to have been wasted on one pupil.
Oh no. Done that before.
Stop! Nobody right.
It wasn't like major cheating, like really awful cheating. It was just a couple of dates. It wasn't that bad.
What's major cheating?
Now, major cheating would be having the exercise book or textbook on your lap. But whereas I only had a minuscule piece of paper, well, it wasn't actually minuscule.
I found the maths one really difficult.
Fire.
I only we didn't have enough time. I thought we were having an hour, not 40 minutes. So I only actually finished answering like 3 questions. I was going to come back to those later and finish those off. So that's pretty much limited the marks I could get.
Just wrote down everything I'd learned in the past 4 weeks and tried to apply it to the question.
As the boys suspected, Mr. Perry has found Hall's biscuit tin.
Wow.
To save Hall's skin, they're hoping to claim collective responsibility.
Okay. Respect it.
Come in. Right, just stand there, please. Shut the door. Shut the door. Wait outside. Wait outside. You just stand
Andy
there.
Waln
Wait
is
outside.
perhaps not the best frontman.
Same story from everyone.
That sounded like a good instruction, didn't it? Same story from everybody.
Yeah, because we all...
We all what?
We all put food inside of it, so we all went up to it.
What?
The food in the tin that you found.
What tin I found?
The one that you said you found.
Who said I'd found a tin?
You did this morning. So.
No, I didn't. I said I'd found certain items in a part of the house which were not attributable to any particular person. I didn't say anything about a tin.
Well, whatever it was you found, so we all put it in.
Well, why do you think it was a tin?
I don't know, that's because we all put food and it went inside this thing you said it was in.
I said I'd found something this morning. Are you telling me it's food I found?
This is a trick, wasn't it, sir?
What do you mean, a trick? You've mentioned tins, you've mentioned food. Are some tins of food hidden out there, then?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir, because when we went to see if they were still there, they were gone.
What were?
The tin.
What tin?
The tin that's now vanished. That's not there anymore.
And what colour was this tin?
I'm not sure, sir.
So you've never seen it?
No, sir.
But you put food in it, you said?
We didn't. We give food and then someone put it inside the tin.
You're wasting my time.
He's not good, man. It's a wrap, boys. Don't panic, don't panic.
Right, is anybody out here going to tell me any more drivel that I've just had from Warren? Whose tin was it? That's the person I want in here now. The person that owns the tin.
My tin, sir.
Thank you, Hall. You're the person I want to see. I don't want to see it. I spoke this morning about team spirit. I like team spirit. But in this case, it is misplaced and inappropriate.
My name, sir.
I was interested to see, Hall, if you were actually going to show up.
Well, on day one, I brought 2 tins in, you took one off me. The second tin was half empty, we put food in it and I hid them in there.
Where did you put it?
Behind the curtain in the laundry room.
Straight away?
Pretty much.
You didn't know the existence of that room at that time?
I think it might have been on day 1 or day 2, it started in the fireplace.
Oh, right, so it was in the dormitory in the fireplace.
Yes, sir.
After all I said to you, after all your punishment, being sent to bed early on the first day, you still didn't come clean. Well, you should have gone with the truth to start with, shouldn't you?
Completely
We
regret
cannot
that,
get
sir.
away with that.
Completely.
What are your parents going to think?
I'm not sure, sir. Probably be disappointed in me.
I'm not going to deal with the matter right now,
Yes, sir.
but I will have to fairly swiftly.
I understand that, sir.
And you can imagine.
I'd like to apologise to you personally, sir.
Thank you.
I'll give him a complete sob story, like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I apologise to you personally, been so good with you. All that kind of sick making rubbish and stuff, right? I understand, though. You still got to be punished, though, and blah-de-blah, that kind of stuff. Let's see it!
Rubbish.
Thanks to Nick Hall and his biscuit tin, all the boys are being punished.
Pick up,
They're litter
just
picking.
in front of you, Elgood, by your foot. You can pick up these pieces of Elgood. No, there, that piece there. Thank you.
This was the idea that we all got punished, but Nick's still getting worse off.
Well, that should be expected.
Nick Hall has to sweep the entire quad. His classmates have begun to realise that the contraband king is a dangerous person to know.
If Nick had something else on his own, then I don't think anyone. I think it would just be down to him, because he could have given it in when he had the chance. But I don't think he's got anything else.
No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't got anything else.
I don't know.
There's definitely nothing more. We know who's got what, and no one's got anything.
So you finished your punishment?
Yes, sir.
What was it for?
Being dishonest, sir.
Hiding?
Food.
Right. Can you give me an assurance now that you have no more sweets hidden around this house?
Yes, sir.
In it or outside it?
Yes, sir.
You're absolutely certain of that?
Yes, sir.
You won't be going back on your word later on today saying, I've changed my mind?
No, sir.
Where's
Thank
Bond,
you.
boy?
Thank you, sir. You don't, do you?
You better not. I don't trust them, boys.
Unbeknown to his roommates, Hall has yet more contraband hidden in the dorm.
Are you kidding me? What a prick.
He wants to check it's still there, but is worried Mr. Perry will catch him red-handed.
Kid don't learn, man.
Charlie's gone. He's gone.
We found these yesterday,
Oh my goodness.
and they were actually outside his dormitory window. It's a Lancashire bag. So, you know, I mean, yes, there's a couple of them there come from the north.
Meet a lad from Lancashire.
Hello there, I'm Matthew Sweeney, pleased to meet you. And I live right here in the heart of sunny Wigan.
I've been collecting coins for 3 years now, since I was 13 and my granddad passed. What he had of his coins turned to me.
He's going to enjoy the coins, looking at the coins, because he enjoys that. And he'd sooner read his coin books than watch TV.
When I'm older and I've had a good steady education, hopefully from university, I hope to go into some sort of a business, possibly accountancy. I'm really interested in finance and business and things like that.
Step forward, an unlikely hero.
We've come up with a plan for the missing sweets. They were Sweeney's all along. Sweeney's happily taking the blame for them. Because they're in the bag, and he said bury on the bag. And because we both live quite close.
Because I've only had a detention once. I've not really been done. But if he gets them found again, he's got probably expelled, so.
We'll do a test, yeah. Where are they from?
Bury
Sweets, though, yeah. From where?
Bury
What are they?
Orange cough candy sweets.
I want to shake your hand from the greatest man in Britain.
I am enraged and disappointed and heartbroken beyond my powers to express. The mock results are hopeless.
Oh.
It seems the 1950s O-level maths syllabus hasn't been sinking in.
Jewel, 23%. Miles, shame on you, 33%. Haynes, 28%. Pikey, a rather convenient 28%.
Only 3 pupils passed. The rest made careless mistakes and were stumped by basics such as fractions and algebra.
We're adding 2 fractions together. The numbers on the bottom of the fractions, or the terms on the bottom of the fractions, are different. So we can't add them together. There was like 3 people. I should have taken the time to have a parade of shame. There's 3 people that add this together, yeah? And what have they got on the bottom? Something mental, like 3x plus 4. Somebody did that in this room. I couldn't believe it. It's like a joke. That's the one thing, even if you've got no idea what you're doing, that's the one thing you know it's not. They wouldn't ask that question if it was. However, in the gloom and the misery and the darkness and the pain I went through marking this uselessness of a mock exam, there was 1 bushel under which was the bright beacon, the great white heat of the kingpin. And accordingly, you shall be honoured with the proper topper of glory. There should be a G for genius engraved on that hat.
I'm predicted either an A/ or an A star. My coursework in maths was an A star, so it just really depends on what how my exam went. And this mock that we took, I got a D in. I'm not proud of that.
Having no calculator hasn't actually been that bad. I've learned how to do long multiplication and division, so there's a positive thing I can walk away with at age 16.
At GCSE maths, I'm actually predicting an A, which is quite embarrassing coming here because I just got a U. I completely ungraded. I'm not actually that great at maths. It is my worst subject at home.
It's such a difference to be top of the scale and then go back 50 years and be bottom of the scale.
The realist in me says that we're looking at massive hemorrhaging style failure on the O-level when the results come through, and with everybody, most people getting U's and E's, doing really badly. The romantic and bright-eyed optimist tells me that we can make it, we can pull through, because none of them are actually anything like stupid.
1950s O-levels start in 1 week. Right now, it's the moment of truth for Matthew Sweeney.
I will give you 2 minutes to explain those from Bury in Lancashire, and then I will be speaking to someone in my office. 1 minute, 50 seconds left.
Oh, we're not allowed to anymore.
No.
You just take like a couple.
No, that's stupid, but you can do it.
Don't say nothing.
I don't like these anyway. Alright, okay. Wait, sweet. You're taking the fall for this one, right? Are you taking the fall for this one? Okay.
Dip it.
So my sweet sir.
You're Sweeney?
Yes, sir.
Well, with all that's been going on in your dormitory with Hall, why haven't you been to see me before now?
Yesterday when I realised I forgot about them beforehand, because it's been 3 weeks since I put them there, and when I went to look, they'd already gone, sir. So I wasn't sure how well they'd gone, so I didn't say anything, sir.
I am speechless, Sweeney. Speechless. I will deal with you later on today. At the moment, I am so angry, I am speechless. I cannot believe it of you. Get out!
Hope he doesn't get expelled, man.
Took
the rap.
later.
Right, get back to your lessons, all of you, now.
I am very surprised that they belong to Sweeney. The first time Hall, the first time Miles, and the first time anybody else, they did have a punishment, and he will get that. What I don't want to do is to destroy a boy who has gained fantastically in confidence over 3 weeks. He's come out of his shell and thought of very, very highly by the staff.
It's a good kid.
Punch! For the front! Quick! Left, right, left!
In the 1950s, most grammar schools held a Founders or Foundation Day, when the pupils put on a display for parents and visiting dignitaries.
Up, check, up, and so the head and the arm come up, the head spins and the arm comes up at the same time, in one movement. You've got it.
King's Foundation Day is tomorrow, and this is the last chance to practice.
Okay, excellent. Here we go, gentlemen. Let's give it our best shot. Everyone stood easy. Check, left, right, left, right, left, right. Well, they're in great shape. It's the opposite of the maths. I can't believe my luck. They haven't done any of this stuff before, but they're really pulling together. So it seems that on individual skill, they're a bit flaky. But in terms of group dynamics and sheer teamwork, I couldn't ask for more.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, swing.
But Mr. Daplin's gym display needs a bit of spit and polish.
Right, don't do a cartwheel. Can we do something that we all can do? Can you go like that? Hands. Right, we'll subdivide it. We'll subdivide it. It's not going to be 5, 3, 2. It'll be 3, 2, 1 twice. Hold it! Oh! Nicola, are you all right?
Damn, poor girl.
It's weekly bath night in the dormitories, and the contraband king is squeaky clean.
Right, sit down there, please.
But Sweeney is learning the punishment he'll take on Hall's behalf.
Right. What I'm going to do is what I did with Hall to start with. You're going to do some shoe cleaning, and it's going to be early in the morning, okay? I think the initial mistake is what I'm punishing you for. But really, you must have been pretty fed up with yourself over the period of time, and as others came under pressure, you must have felt very bad. But in future, okay, you've got to take that opportunity, grit your teeth and say, if I do that now, it's sorted, and that's something I don't have to think about again. Thank goodness you owned up, because I think I'd have tracked you down anyway. I think I'd have worked it out, don't you?
Yes, sir.
So he genuinely believes that they're yours, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Got on away with it.
I know.
You lucked out,
Good work,
bro.
Sween. You didn't give him you back by any chance, did you?
No, he said I'm just going to keep hold of these for the time being.
All right.
Ate enough cookies, man. This guy ate all the cookies. Chill out, bro.
Having fared badly in their English and maths mock exams,
Morning, class.
history is the last chance to redeem themselves. But it's not looking good.
Next week, you have your O-level examination in history, and a lot of you can't even get the basic dates right. Not hundreds of dates, a dozen or so dates. It's not a difficult examination.
At GCSE level, every student here is predicted A or B. But faced with the 1950 syllabus, only half the pupils have scraped a pass.
This is very, very confused. You've got 19%. I'm not sure why it's gone so horribly wrong. Andy, you're not thinking about going on to do history in any form whatsoever, because it would just be bad for history and bad for you. You read the question and you don't try and adapt the question to the essay you've learnt. You adapt your knowledge to answer that specific question.
They've got just one more week to get it right before the real O-levels begin.
And I can say hand on heart, I want you to do well. I want you to get through this exam. I want you to be proud of yourselves.
It's Foundation Day at King's School. Today, the kids will see their parents for the first time since school began.
Nice.
It's a matter of pride that they look their best.
This is my ironed trousers, which took me about 25 minutes of just fighting them last night.
It all kind of fits, looks sort of smart on me, and I think it'll be a shock for my parents to see at the end.
Postman's son Colin Hughes thinks some of his posher school chums aren't pulling their weight in the CCF.
But there's still some people who are spoiling it a bit, like Harry Algood, the way he walks. I think he's just like got a joke march on him for some reason. But it's just because he's right at the front as well, and he's just going like that. It's a joke. I just feel like getting out of line and kicking his ass.
Damn.
But Foundation Day has come at a bad time for Simon Waller.
The pre-pubescent eruption. Shall we put some tincture on it? Let's have a good look in the light. Oh, yes. It's enormous.
Right on cue, he's developed a massive spot on his nose. A simple dab of disinfectant is the best matron can offer.
It is huge.
I know it is.
I don't think I've ever seen one so big.
Hey, yo! That's what she said.
Thank you, matron. One of the first things my brother will say is, "Ha, you've got a spot, I haven't." My mum will probably go, "You're not washing properly. I think you should wash properly and take more time in the evenings." And my dad will just laugh at me.
Been there, done that. Breakouts. Still struggle.
The start of Foundation Day is just minutes away, and the kids are putting the final touches to their outfits and routines.
Because by the time you've finished running, these mats will be the lines where you actually finish your run. Do you understand?
Their parents are on hand to witness how 1950s schooling has refined their children. It's the first time they've seen them since school began. No 50s Foundation Day is complete without the attendance of a VIP guest.
Cool.
Today, it's the former Conservative Cabinet Minister, Lord Tebbit.
Lord Tebbit, good afternoon.
After 3 weeks' practice, the girls should be feeling confident.
Really? Is that really
Perhaps the girls should stick to more academic pursuits.
Whoa! Hey, they tried.
It's left to the boys to salvage the situation.
Troops!
Left, right, left, front, side! Up, 3, up, 2, 3, down! Up, 2, 3, down! 1, 2, 3, 1!
Right on!
1, 2, 3, 1!
Cadet Miles. Good day, Miles. That's it. That's it. We're just a little touch there. Cadet Pike, sir. Oh, Pike is an absolutely immaculate colour and tie.
Tell him,
Cadet
Pike.
Smithson, sir. Vice versa.
Switch to the left! To the left! Quick! Dodge!
Killed it. Well done.
Before the speeches, there's a chance for the pupils to be briefly reunited with their parents.
Oh my God.
smell my pits, they're gross.
He was standing there when he did the CCF, and I just about recognised him. I thought, who's that handsome chap out there?
It's quite amazing to see her as a schoolgirl instead of a 21st century teenager.
Looks a lot healthier. That food must be really...
Yeah, so fattening, Dad. Oh. Without makeup, she looked pretty.
Doing a wash. I had a wash last night, actually.
Last night?
They were trying to give you a false impression. We're not really this clean normally.
Oh.
This is like the clean version.
I see.
Pleasure. Before the parents leave,
ask
Lord Tebbit has a few words to say.
Lord Tebbit.
Unsurprisingly, he's a big fan of 50-style education.
I was watching your faces as your children came in, and I think you were struck by what had happened to them. I was watching their faces too. I think they're slightly amazed at what's happened to them. I have to tell you one thing. In many ways, education is not as good as it was 50 years ago. But you are just as good as the kids who were going through 50 years ago. No difference in you at all. And I think that you have to remember that at times when the young generation is criticised as being not nearly as good as your elders. You can be if you want to be. Many thanks.
And well said, brother. That's nice.
After 3 weeks, the kids are discovering that it's not all bad in the 1950s school.
It's nice here to sit down and take meals together and eat regularly 3 times a day and say grace. It adds a bit of ceremony to what should be a revered occasion.
At home, I'd normally just eat junk food, like straight out the microwave, and not have a proper meal. But here, I've eaten stuff that I wouldn't even have contemplated eating at home, like salads for supper.
But some of the girls are still struggling.
After 3 weeks of 1950s school, I have no idea how kids in the 1950s coped for 16 years, 17, 18 years of this. It's absolute torture.
I'm really looking forward to going home, but in a way I'm not, because I've kind of adjusted to King's School and I've kind of adjusted to this lifestyle and the discipline and the 6-inch rule, which I broke today, and I've got to do 6 laps of the field for. Ouch.
Shame.
Next time on That'll Teach 'Em, the kids take their O-levels.
Stop!
There's trouble in the dorms.
We have to get on with people, even though we don't care for them.
And the kids finally find out whether they passed or failed.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, another banger episode. We're going to talk about it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Man, another one bites the dust, ladies and gentlemen, but I was shocked. I was thinking we might have lost another one today, an extra one besides MarkyB. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, I hope that you enjoyed watching another episode. Unfortunately, another one bites the dust. If you made it to this point right now, use the code word BISCUIT in the comments down below. Why is that? Because after I talk to you all, I'm going to make me some tea, I'm going to get me some biscuits, I'm going to have me, a nice little a lunch, a nice chill one, nothing too crazy. I don't want to be packing up too much calories. And like that lad there, man, I went through phases eating a lot of junk food, a lot of TV dinners, microwavable dinners. Used to have one of those ones where it was like a penguin. It was a blue kind of cover, very colorful, penguin on it. You get a little dessert. It would be like a brownie with like sprinkles on it or something like that. I used to enjoy TV dinners. You kick back, you have your TV tray, you're sitting in the sofa, you're watching a film or a movie. You're watching a movie with your parents, or you're watching some Saturday morning cartoons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that. I did enjoy TV dinner. I already said it, but just in case anyone knew, growing up in school, I enjoyed school lunch. I was eating proper, was eating good. I would be getting seconds off of people. So it is nice when you get to get different meals. But again, let's not get it twisted just in case. I grew up in a home, my mom and dad know how to slay cooking, being Hispanic. Yeah, we know how to cook. So, yeah, I had some moments. I had TV dinners and all that stuff, but every member of my family, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, everybody, they know how to throw down. Spanish people know how to cook, season shit properly, man. Some rice and beans, some pernil, all that good stuff. So although, enjoy school lunch, I still had proper meals. I can't complain. I can't complain. But there were a lot of kids growing up that they didn't have proper meals. So school was the outlet. But I took advantage. I enjoy food so much, ladies and gentlemen. So not surprised that our boy MarkyB is gone. I mean, how many times can you push the boundaries, push the limits and stuff? And I know they couldn't use the cane shit. You know what I'm saying? But would that have made a difference back in the day? Let me know in the comments down below. Would that have made a difference back in the day? Listen, man, I got ass whoopings back in the day. I'm out of line. An ass whooping puts you back on the course of, trying to, not going down that bad path. So a couple of those ass whoopings were needed to keep me kind of in check, keep me in line. And even in school, I got my ears pulled. I got hit with a ruler before some slight changes happened and stuff like that. Well, I got disciplined and stuff. So, let me know if would that have made a difference on him. I just feel like at the end of the day, with the decision that the man had to make, when you have someone that is basically the constant denominator here, that's the constant trouble, week in, every day, and not just one teacher is singling him out. He keeps, doing it to himself. So I felt like, yeah, he digged himself a grave. He digged himself. He just kept going, further down, and he just couldn't get out of it. So you need to get those disruptors out, because then they kind of affect all the others and stuff. So I think they made the right decision. Although he didn't like it, he was breaking, broke a mug, throwing a football. He threw some stuff. I mean, this is like, bad antics and stuff. So he was pushing the boundaries. I don't fault him for taking them out. If you take out one of the bad apples, now you don't affect the bunch and stuff. So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think about that? Were they too harsh on him? I think they were very lenient. They gave him multiple chances. Now, the biscuit guy, the contraband smuggler here that's been hiding food, eating cookies left and right, etc., that kid got 9 lives thanks to the other dude. Right now, just forgive me, I forgot the young lad's name. The good-hearted kid that took the rap for him, the one that was excelling in his classes, the tall lad here. He felt guilty regardless. You can see it in his face. He's a good lad. You can tell by somebody's face, their eyes, and even the guy didn't want to be too harsh on him, because he was already excelling, didn't want to break him further. So even him, they were very lenient with. Again, forgive me for not remembering his name right now, but he had it in his face like, hey, he didn't want to be in trouble. He didn't want to get in trouble, so he saved that young lad. Because I think, do you guys think that he would have been expelled? Because I mean, how many more times is he lying about the snacks and stuff like that? He took. He took snacks as not included, and he made it included daily. And he was probably, I don't even know if he was sharing half that stuff, because, I mean, it was his stuff, his snacks. So he might have been just greedy, chomping out the bit there. And if I'm his roommate, I'm in that class, I'm like, yo, you got any more stuff, man? Because, I don't want to keep getting into trouble for you. The kid that had, the pimple and stuff, I still struggled for that, with my acne and stuff. And in high school, it was really bad, man. My shits was it was so embarrassing, so brought down my confidence, self-esteem, you name it. I still got scars, here and here. I still got scars that are permanent scars for my body. You know, not sexy, you know, but it is what it is. It's part of me now. But yeah, you know, it brought down my confidence like tremendously. So I was feeling for the lad. I got sad there for him. I'm like, damn, man, it just had an instant flashback of, you know, high school, how bad it was during those moments, dealing with that shit. And again, I still get some breakouts, but nowhere near the level that I was getting. It was some crazy ass shit. You know, and not to gross people out, but you know, they would be swollen, man. It'd be just huge, man. And I've been on, you know, had the medication, all that stuff. It'd be good and come back and then do it again and stuff like that, you know. But honestly, it's the most of it is the how bad the food was here. You know what I mean? The shit food. If I would have known what I know, you know, these past couple of years, I probably would have. It would change dramatically. And again, I don't know, 10 years, however many years now, the food has not been that good. But growing up, the food wasn't as bad as what we had. You know, all the ingredient shit that they put in back in the day didn't have all that crazy stuff, so it wasn't as bad. But slowly that shit went for the worse, and now we're all guinea pigs, and we're trying to, you know, correct that now. But yeah, if I would have known a lot of stuff, that probably would have been a little bit better off on that stuff. But those were some tough times for me in school. During those moments, some of the most embarrassing. I felt bad, like it. Yeah, you know, you depressed and sad. You know, sad about that stuff because it's not sexy having something like that. You're looking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And yeah, kids is, you know, they'll be pointing at that shit like, damn, man. So I can laugh about it now, but yeah, those were some tough ass times. But I feel like it's another banger episode. You got Shorty that was cheating there, you know, she did a little white lie, you know, wasn't that big and shit. Yeah, that shit was a big ass paper, man. You was cheating there. Felt bad for, you know, you can only imagine that growing up, middle school, high school, man, there was a lot of kids that smelled very, very badly. So the fact that they're not watching, man, that shit just brought me back some nightmares dealing with some people in school. But you know, I got stories for days. But you know, these kids, it makes you appreciate. I hope that they appreciate that day that before their parents is coming to visit them, they got to shower, they got to get clean and stuff, because that would be an embarrassment. And I think there's a lot of lessons here, a lot of things here. I think the boys held it down today with the march and all that, you know, some lads army, bad lads moment, shit, dad's army, all that, you know, marching in unison. There's power in it. You know, camaraderie is built there, you know, great friendships there. And that should surprise me there. It was shocking in that moment, man, how just in sync these guys were. So props to them. I did appreciate them, you know, coming together, rallying up together to take the fall all together instead of it being that one lad, but eventually, you know, he got his name on it or whatever. So yeah, it's the guy is not stupid. You know what I'm saying? The guy is not stupid there, but it is, I will say now, man, and you guys, well, I don't know if we chimed in on it, but for some of these kids learning, man, some of these kids ain't learning shit nowadays, man. I think it's getting worse. You know, again, there's so many distractions for kids now. You know, and again, it falls on the parents, number one, to regulate, you know, the social media and all that crap for them. But yeah, the kids get distracted, you know, so easily that I think that this structure really is good for them. But you know, leave your thoughts on it. You know, in the comments down below, you know, how you feel on that stuff. But I definitely had more structure for me personally when I was going to Catholic school than when I transferred out and eventually went to public school. That shit was a whole new ball game, man, ladies and gentlemen. So I think I probably would have said I might have missed that structure. Maybe that would have, you know, kept me in a little bit of line more. But enough of my yapping. Banger episode. We got more to come. I will say though, you know, there was a point in the stage before really grabbing at these episodes that, you know, they were coming up and they were going down, and you know, the channel had to re-up them and stuff. So I don't know I felt like there was a couple points in the show where like the teacher's teaching a lesson, but the narrator is on talking at the same time. I was like trying to thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, do I have two windows open or some shit? Did I press play twice? Like I opened a double and some shit. But nah, it's just that's the way the video was. So it in those moments there, I was a little bit distracted. I was like, what the heck is going on? I was losing it a little bit there, but another enjoyable episode. We got more to check out. Stay tuned, hit subscribe. It's free to do, helps out the channel. Shout out to the patrons. Remember, thanks so much for your support as well. Goes a long way. Thanks everyone. We'll see you soon. Peace.